Hi, my name is Riley Lyons, and I play varsity and FSA club.
My name is Adam El-Sinyuni. I'm a freshman at South Windsor High School.
So my name is Hayden Jokichu, and I've played varsity for 4 years at South Windsor High School.
My name's Blake Lyons. I'm a junior, and I played varsity for 2 years, and I play club at FSA.
I'm Francesco Neres. I'm a junior, and I'm a 3-year varsity player.
So for the different levels at South Windsor High School, you've got freshmen who are just freshmen. Only freshmen can make that team. Then there's JV, which freshmen, sophomores, or juniors. And then there's a varsity team, which any grade level can make it. But it's really like one whole group. We try training together throughout the summer. We just have different schedules during the year, like varsity and JV sort of similar, but the freshman, JV, and varsity schedules are all different.
You're not always on one team if you start out. So if you play at the freshman level and you're good enough to play at the JV level, you can switch. It's not, even though there's 3 separate teams, it's one family.
Biggest change is probably level of play. Middle school, everyone's like around the same size still, but when you're a freshman, you're going in, you're seeing seniors play. It's a lot more physical and just demanding in general.
Soccer is just a much faster-paced game. It's a lot of bigger guys. It's more physical.
The physicality and like the speed of play.
I think it's a lot more competitive.
There was a big change. A lot of players were taller, more physical, faster, and they had more better technical ability. And honestly, high school is a bigger commitment than middle school, so it meant a lot more.
Like the games, everything is much more serious. Like you need to win a certain amount of games to make states, make CCCs. All practices are really just really competitive, and all games, it's just that aspect is so much more different.
It's like being part of a family, so it like really matters to me. I really value it. I've met some of my friends there that are like family to me. I find them as brothers, so it's an honor to play for South Windsor.
I think it's really competitive, but it's also just really fun, and it feels like a little like a community almost, where everyone is just like super nice to each other, and you can just count on everyone.
It's a family. We're all brothers. We all know each other on and off the field, and to this day, I hang out with boys that have graduated, that have played soccer, and it just means so much for that level. Just playing together, knowing each other, and then building that bond even throughout.
You form a bond, a family. These aren't just like players on the team. They're not your teammates, just brothers on and off the field.
I know just going around, you're at the store, you're at the park, and you're like, oh, you play for South Windsor? I've seen you before, and it's a cool conversation starter and how to just meet new people and make new friends.
And it's just a great way to like have a second family almost. Coaches, players, it's great.
So the season starts September, but our preseason starts in the middle of August. We start our preseason. We usually have a 2-week phase that we do our tryouts, do our preseason, and then our first game is usually the first week of September. And depending on how the season goes, we might make CCCs, which we did this past year. And that also is a week before states. And then depending how far states goes, usually lasts to the middle to the end of November.
For the coaching staff at the freshman level, there's Coach Matt, definitely an experienced player and coach. At the JV level, there's Coach Chris, also coached at Farmington for a very long time, played at Providence. He helps occasionally out at varsity.
And we also have Coach Jeff, who's also like the guy behind the scenes. He doesn't take a lot of credit, but he does a hell of a lot as well.
He's also great. He really helps out for watching film, and just he's a great like reader of the game and tells us how to play.
We got a head coach, Coach Lee Packers, and he pushes us best to our ability. He's a great person with us for 20 years.
Coaching staff is great. I've never had 2 coaches who are more invested in the game. I talk to them. They're always watching film together. they're never with their families. They're so dedicated to the game, and they truly do love the sport and love the team.
We have probably a very, very strong family. So like I said before, every single day we meet up with each other. We're building that bond, even if it's not on the field. On the field, we're connecting. We're always building each other up. There's never a fight on the field. There's never a disagreement between us. And if there is, we solve it. We resolve it very quickly.
I feel like we just have a really positive team culture. It's just like, I feel like we're really together, and like it feels like it's more than a team.
We have a group chat on iMessage, and we also have a group chat on Snapchat that we communicate with each other. And if there's something that even the coach might have sent even after practice that everybody didn't hear, automatically in there everybody knows, everyone's on the same page. If something changes, always the practice before, coach is there to tell you, or you can always text him. He gives his phone number to everybody, and you can ask him.
There's one really broad South Windsor High School soccer group chat, and then once you say make the varsity team, you'll be in the varsity group chat, or if you make the JV team, you'll have a JV group chat. And usually from there will be one or two people who the coaches tell, and then times and stuff, and then they'll notify the group. Practices are every day during season, start at 3:15 and end 5:15 at the varsity level, and start at 3 and end at 4:30ish for the JV level. It's intense. You got to be there 3:15 ready, and you got your cleats on and everything. It's not just, oh, well, we're going to warm up, get our cleats on at 3:15. No, you're going to be ready to play at 3:15.
And on weekends, it was usually up to the players or the coach. We all come to a consensus to see if we wanted to, how we were feeling. So
the opponents in the CCC are very physical. They know what they're doing, and very technical players. We really have to prep every game to make sure we're able to compete and win games.
You face teams like Tolland, winning back-to-back in their Class M. Many other teams like Glastonbury as well. All great teams. So the level's definitely high in our conference. It's nice. There's a bit of diversity. We don't play all really tough teams. Some easier, some not so easy. But yeah, it's definitely a high level that you need to get used to.
So freshmen and JV games, they're usually going to be at the Neversfield home, and they're usually earlier than the varsity games, 3:30 or 4. If there's a away game, we always have a bus, and either a coach bus or a regular school bus that brings us to and from the games. And if it's a far trip, maybe we stop, maybe we don't, or we have food there in case everybody needs to eat. And if it's home, everybody has a ride, either a parent, either a person on the team, or another relative or friend will bring them.
Well, I definitely took a break. High school season is intense. It'll get on you. And it's really important, after those first couple weeks after off season, take a couple break, but then you got to be right back onto it.
Well, as soon as the fall is done, I play club at FSA, and that goes till about spring. Usually we have practices 3 times a week, but I always try to get on the ball in between those days, maybe get a run in, always trying to keep my fitness up. And then once it reaches summertime, so meet with Coach Lepak, and everyone gets together. We play some small-sided games. We do some cone drills. Also during the summer, I would definitely suggest, and what I do is a lot of running. If you can get those good 2-mile times, good 1-mile times, good beep test times, it's definitely important. I highly suggest it.
Yeah, I would get with the guys at the school, and we would play some either pickup or run some drills at the turf. We always get there probably three days a week. We're always together. We're always doing something, staying active, getting our fitness in, because that's a big part of high school soccer. And then as closer we get to the season, we start grouping the team together, get that chemistry build, get the fitness in.
Usually we spend a lot of time getting touches, passing drills, a lot of small-sided drills. Also, we could do some conditioning.
Yes, I do recommend they play club, because no matter what, if you don't have that year-long competitive play style, you're just not going to be able to get to the full your ability. Even if you're training by yourself, that those games, those coaches motivating you, pushing you, it's just not the same. So if you can play club, it's definitely, I definitely highly suggest it, and it's definitely very important for your game.
High school soccer is like a yearly thing. Like you got to always be training. Club is great. Like choosing to go to like CFC, FSA, NEFC. You really want to be playing the whole time just so you're ready physically and mentally.
To try out for the team, you would need a doctor's note, an athletic form, and a certain amount of money. That needs to be turned into the main office by August 1st.
Around the end of August, we go. We introduce each other. There's usually about like 100 kids there at all levels, looking to try out at all levels. And we basically have different types of tests. We do a running test, a long distance test, and then we do a beep test to evaluate yourselves to know what level you can be played at.
You definitely got to be physically fit.
Preseason is a lot of getting ready, so getting in shape, being able to play, get to know your teammates, being comfortable on the ball, making sure you're ready to play.
Preseason's tough, but if you can prepare yourself during the summer, it's really great. We do a couple of fitness tests, like a 1.5-mile beep tests, but you also go through different coaches. You do different drills, tests. They observe you, see how you're playing, and then you also play a bunch of small-sided games, and then also you will play like a bigger game with trying to like decide what level you think you should play at.
Preseason's rough. You're going to go from probably not playing too much in the summer to going soccer every single day with running. So you definitely, if you can, you really want to try and like prepare in the summer. But I think preseason is just good for regular season because it gets you ready physically and mentally for what the actual season is going to be like.
You know, just before it, just get like a good breakfast, and there's nothing to be nervous about. Just go into it knowing that you can do your best. It was after after one of our like sort of scrimmage games. We had a few games, and the coach pulled me aside and he just told me, "Yeah, I'm gonna have you in the squad," and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, so when you come to the high school, it may seem scary, different, but just get to know people. It's not scary. You'll have fun, and you'll meet a lot of great people here.
Just getting to know like the older players, you know, they're always a good like resource to help you if you need anything. You can look up to them, and they're all super nice. Like none of them will turn you down, and like at first it seems like, oh, they're these like big players, but like you can just talk to them like they're just like friends. They'll be your teammates.
Something I would say is don't be afraid to reach out to your upperclassmen. Don't be able to talk to them or someone who even just has more experience than you. If you can reach out to them, reaching out and just like being able to talk to them, you can gain so many good experiences. And I would just say, like, don't be afraid. Talk to people. Try becoming friends.
I can picture myself sitting in class and then just like anticipating going right after school, being ready for training. It's just so fun. I look forward to it every single day.
Just to appreciate everything. Like, you're a freshman, you start off, and I just say time goes by really fast. Like, in season, it's slow, you got practice, it's kind of a drag sometimes. But then afterwards, you really start to appreciate the family, the bond, and like just playing in general that high school soccer is.
When I first like started thinking about high school season and like towards the start, I was a little bit like scared, and it seemed daunting just because of the older players and the higher skill level. And I thought they would be mean, honestly, but they're all just really nice. Everyone's super nice, and everyone just pushes each other to be better.
For parents, maybe, like I know my parents, like they say this a lot, but like when it's high school soccer, like it's a real commitment. Like it's not just practice, it's everything. Like they've got to be doing homework on time and stuff. Everything, like all your extracurriculars, it all like revolves around soccer. You got to be physically and mentally ready in soccer and out of soccer as well. I can confidently say, like, all of these guys on the field, I can trust every single one of them. Off the field, trust every single one of them. It's not just soccer at South Windsor. It's obviously a great soccer program, and it's just a family as well that you get between the coaches and players.